2. All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Zach Sports Cards and Collectibles, y'all. Thank y'all for watching tonight. Really appreciate it. We got an awesome episode. I am really honored to have Danny from 12 Again Sports and Outdoors. Y'all, we got an awesome stream tonight and super pumped. Danny and I were talking before we started. This is the first live stream ever. I'm super pumped about having him on. And it's really honored to have somebody here doing their first live stream. And Danny's going to do awesome tonight. Super pumped. And we got a lot of awesome people in the chat already. Y'all are blowing it up in the chat. Thank you all for being here. Really appreciate it. Good grief. Let's start off with undrafted player Fabian in the house. Huge shout out. Thank you, Fabian. I really appreciate your wonderful support. We got Robert Springs in the house. Thank you, Robert. And Maiden's World of Wax. Huge shout out to Maiden. Dan, you know Maiden? Have you met him here in the YouTube?
No, community? I don't think so.
Maiden's a great guy. I was on his live stream Sunday night, and we had a great chat. You ever seen COG Sports Cards?
Yes.
They're out of Tennessee. They got a great channel, and COG, he does a post show for them. And I was a guest on a show this week, and we hanged out for about 2 or 3 hours talking about sports cards, and we had a great time. It was, but our friend in here in the chat, Incognito Sports Cards, fell asleep in the middle of the stream, and I fell over laughing. It was fun. I've never had somebody. Tim's here in the chat. We're good. Tim, you're gonna never forget that stream forever because we're gonna give you a hard time about that. The rest of we ever do YouTube. Let's go to Spontic Sith in the house. Hey Sith, how you doing, man? Thank you for being here. And let's see who else we got. DK, have it your way, coming to us tonight. How you doing, DK? Let's see who. There he is. Incarnito Sports Card. Tim, man. Tim had a great live stream last night. And me and Mate are gonna be giving you a hard time. And I'm gonna be a guest in around Christmas time on Tim's channel. He has live streams every Wednesday night. He's got a great channel, a great guy in this community, great supporter. Thank you, Tim. And we're not making fun of Tim. We just had fun. Give you a hard time about it. It was funny. I was sitting there. I was on the live stream with Tim, and I kept wanting. You know how like when somebody falls asleep and you're talking to him, you want to just push them and tap them. And I wanted to do that across the screen over there to Tim, but I couldn't do that. But I kept going, Tim, wake up. He eventually woke up at the end of the stream. That if y'all go back and watch it, the last 5 minutes of Maine's World of Wax live stream on Sunday night, it's absolutely hilarious. I about fell out of my chair. Let's go to Budget Rips, man. Budget's in the house, man. He had a great video I just saw today. He's getting some great deals at Goodwill. Dan, do you ever shop for sports cards at Goodwill? Ever try to get some sports cards?
I've been in Goodwill a couple of times looking. I've never found any.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I haven't either. I've been seeing people that do that. Have you ever seen 1 Million Cubs Project? He does some live streams. He's a great collector. He sells cards on eBay full time and does a great stream. He buys a lot of stuff on Goodwill, and he got finds some cool stuff out of there. I'm always interested to see.
Really?
We got Daryl Giordano in the house. Daryl's awesome. Daryl's here on the channel. He's a former hobby shop owner, and he has a great channel on YouTube. Daryl, you gotta sub him up, Dan. He's a super guy, super supporter in this community, and Daryl is just a wise guy. He goes to a lot of card shows. Sets up, and he's got a lot of experience there owning a car shop, and I love just sitting here. I had Daryl on here a few weeks ago, and I stayed here until he had to go to bed because I wanted to talk to him, get all the info on cards, and he's just a wealth of knowledge. And I want to have Daryl back here real soon on the channel. We got sports cards and things. Aaron coming to us tonight from Hawaii, man. Aloha Friday tomorrow night. He has a great stream on Fridays, and we go and hang out and talk sports cards. He's a great guy. Sports car ripping teacher Vince coming to us from Chicago. Hey Vince, how you doing, man? Let's see who else we got. Got some awesome people, y'all. And Danny's channel is in the description below. Y'all, I want y'all to sub up if you're not subbed to Danny. I've been following Danny for a long time. I don't know if Danny remembers this, but he sent me some of the awesomest 1986 Topps cards back in the day. And there's some of my favorite cards. I still have them down with, and I was looking at them the other day, and I go through them all the time, Dan, because that's my childhood. You know, all about 12 Again Sports in 1986. I was 11. So thank you, Dan. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I remember that. I when you sent me an email about the 5-pack hijack, I found an older email, and I had forgotten that I'd sent those to you. So yeah, we've been interacting for a while.
I love those cards, man. They're my favorite. 86. I used to go to this store. I don't know if y'all had it in Tennessee, but it's called TG&Y, and it was kind of like
in Louisiana growing up.
Yeah, and they used to have these 3-pack, you know, 86 tops, and my grandma would take me down there, and I get GI Joes and Transformers, and I get me some 86 tops. Man, that was my childhood right there.
Well, yeah, all my GI Joes as a kid came from TG and was it TGNY? Yep.
TGNY, yep. They used to have
Yep,
like a
that's
soda shop like Kmart did. You know how Kmart used to have one with, you know, the old school Kmart with the blue K and the red Mart, you know, in the back
yeah.
there. And those are the days right there. Roll Tiderman in the house. Oh my gosh, Roll Tiderman. Roll Tiderman. We might need to get there. I might do a Georgia Bulldog tailgate party before the game on Saturday. I might hit you up, see if you want to come on, hang out. We'll talk some Alabama, Georgia talk on Saturday, man. I'm not nervous about the game. I don't know. I'm excited, man. It's about my dogs, you know. Danny, I know you probably know I got my Georgia on. You know, I'm a Georgia grad, class of 99, so I'm super pumped about Saturday and the SEC championship. Spontic saying, yo, Joe. That's right. So thank you all. I really appreciate it. Danny's from the South. He knows how big college football is down here. You know, I tell a lot of my friends here from the North in California how big college football is down here, and it's super huge. Danny's coming from Tennessee, so he knows that. He's a Southerner just like me, and he knows how big college football is down here. Yep.
Yeah, man. I'm originally from Louisiana, so I'm a lifelong LSU fan.
LSU
So
Tiger, yeah. Now their quarterback is a possible Heisman candidate, right?
He's right there at it. Yeah.
Yeah. I've been.
He's got my vote.
Yeah. There you go. All right. Roll Timer says he got his GI Joe stuff from Toys R Us. Heck yeah, I did too, man. Toys R Us was the place back in the day, you know. I grew up in suburban Atlanta, and we had Toys R Us's all over. So, yeah, that was where I got my GI Joes and Transformers and everything. 23 Munch in the house. Hey, 23 Munch, super pumped about having you. Shaq at LSU. Yeah, that's right. Shaq was the LSU Tiger. That's right. Shaq is a big fan of Shaq. There's Barrett Burhurst coming in the house. Hey, Barrett. Barrett had a great stream Friday night. He was showing a lot of his Funko Pops that he collects, and he was doing some trivia, having some giveaways. A 600 subscriber. I was hanging out there with Barrett. Barrett's a great guy. Gerald says he used to get GI Joes and Woolworths. You know what? I've been to a Woolworths. They had one in Atlanta at 5 Points when I was a little kid, and I went into it. And it was the only one I ever went to. Now, my parents tell me all these stories about Woolworths, but I never been to Woolworths. I went to a lot of Kmart's. I went to KB Toy Store. We even had a Lionel Play World. Used to have a lot of cool GI Joes and Transformers stuff. But Matthew did got
Woolworths. Wasn't that on Oh Brother Where Art Thou?
Oh yeah.
They get thrown out of a Woolworths.
That's right. That was a great movie.
Yeah, Matthew, that's my son-in-law. So
hey,
hello, Matthew.
Yeah, he's got a channel you were talking about on one of your videos today. I was watching it. He's got a channel about I was trying to find it. I looked it up. It's called tell everybody here. And if you want to drop a link in the chat here, I'll give you let me come. I'll let you drop a link.
So Matthew's got a channel. He's not doing much with it right now, but he used to do tool reviews, and he's hoping when he gets out of the apartment living that they're in right now, has a place one day, have a wood shop and all that, and maybe to get back into that. But it's out there. He was doing quite well with it, especially around Christmas time when folks want to hear about tools and how they work and that sort of thing. So check it out.
Yeah, definitely. And I think there's a place you want to feel free to drop his link as well down there. And Rex Freestyle Packs in the house coming to us from Utah. Shout out to Rex, man. How you doing, Rex? Thanks for being here tonight. Thank Pack Thursday. Let's go, man. Yeah, that's right. But yeah, I saw you talking about that one of your videos, man. I was watching your one where you're ripping those blasters from Big Lots, and I'm a super Big Lot shopper, man. I love going there. Those coupons I can get some great deals on sports cards at Big Lots. So I saw you got a great deal on that Mosaic and the other blaster you got there. What was that? The Mosaic, and then you ripped
Select, I believe.
Select. Yeah, that was it. And the $17 blasters are awesome.
Yes, absolutely.
Definitely. Well, hey, y'all. I know. And when you did that, you found some packs at Cracker Barrel the other day. It was a couple. I know it may have been a while back, but when I say other day, I'm always saying that people are like, you mean like a couple months ago? But it was this summer or it was a while back. You found a bunch of great deals on packs at Cracker Barrel, and I was super pumped. I was watching that video as well.
Yeah. I did pretty well at Cracker Barrel because I think they were trying to get out of the sports card business, at least baseball. And every time I've gone back in, they've had basketball cards and they've got some Pokemon stuff, but they've not had baseball recently. So,
Yeah,
but
I
I
noticed
look,
that too. Now, for a while during COVID, Cracker Barrel had some really good stuff. I was stalking the Cracker Barrels. Like I was trying to hit every Metro Atlanta Cracker Barrel from here all the
yeah,
way to Tennessee.
oh
I
yeah,
was going to Cracker Barrel, but yeah, I've noticed in the last year or two, they don't have as much as they once did. They used to really be stocked with a lot of
yeah.
stuff.
I pulled a camo out of 25 Jonathan India rookie when he was super hot,
Hmm.
and I pulled that in the parking lot of a doctor's office, but overlooking the Parthenon here in Nashville. If folks are familiar with Nashville, I could look out the window and see the Parthenon, but I was waiting for my wife to come back from an appointment. I was just in the car ripping cards, and I pulled that Jonathan Indy, and at the time, one had sold on eBay for like $500. So I think I titled the video, "Did I just pull $1,000 card?" I didn't sell it. I still got it somewhere, but
That's
anyhow, it was fun.
that's cool. That is awesome. What a pull.
Cracker
Wow.
Barrel cards, yeah,
Cracker Barrel. That's what I tell you.
that's
All
right.
right, we got Will Boggs in the house. Will Boggs, all right, coming to us from Charlotte, North Carolina, the home of Ric Flair. All right, I saw Ric Flair. I was watching videos of Ric Flair today. Let's see here. All right, man. So there we go. So here, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna turn this over to Danny. Y'all, I'm gonna put him on the big screen, and I'm gonna let him talk about his channel. Danny loves sport, but mostly baseball cards, right, Danny? I mean, I haven't
Yeah,
seen you ripping much basketball or football, but he
yeah,
also is a hunter. He goes he does a lot of hunting videos as well, and I'm a big fan of Danny's channel. I mean, I'll do a lot of modern on this channel, y'all. But like I grew up in the '80s. That's the time. That's one of my peak areas of collecting. And talk about that's kind of y'all. To me, I love the modern stuff, but this channel is fun and yeah, I'm monetized. Yeah, my channel is growing out. But I'm just saying, I really this kind of to me has been able to bring back my childhood, being 12 years old, and all the great memories I had collecting as a kid. Me and Dan were talking about going to TG&Y earlier and Kmart and going to my local hobby shop as a kid. And this to me has brought back a lot of those great memories of collecting as a kid. So I'm going to turn it over to you, Danny, and let you go. And let's see, let me move you over to the big screen and talk about your channel and also a big project we're working on too. And I'm getting to be a part of it. I'm super pumped. So I'll turn it over to you, Danny.
yeah. Well, Zach, thank you, man. I appreciate it. So one thing I appreciate is when larger channels pay attention to some of us smaller channels. I mean, there are a lot of the larger channels, they get so caught up in their own, in their own channel, in their own entity, and answering comments and that sort of thing, and they forget to go out and support. So I appreciate you, reaching out. So my channel, 12 Against Sports and Outdoors, basically I started it January of 2019, so I'm coming up on my 5-year anniversary. And the concept behind it all was I was gonna try to do some of the stuff that I used to like to do when I was 12 years old. When the things that I was into was that was it, right? So and the few things that came to mind were ripping baseball cards, trading baseball cards, looking at baseball cards, and going fishing. You talked about going to stores as a kid. I used to take $20 in a Walmart and walk out with 8 packs of 88 tops and some some fishing lures and some new line, and I mean that was in my bag. It was fishing stuff and baseball cards, and so when I got to thinking about what I was gonna name my channel, I was like, dude, I don't know. I just want to go back to being 12. And I was like, well, there's my name, right? We'll call it 12 again, and we'll do sports and outdoors. The problem with my channel is it messes up the algorithm, because if you do sports card stuff, it puts you in this one bucket, and if you
Mm-hmm.
do sport or outdoorsy stuff, it puts you in another bucket. So as I shift gears and do things, it kind of drops me out of the algorithm for pushing my channel, and that's it just is what it is. I'm still going to do what I love, and I love ripping cards. I love talking baseball cards. I love 70 stuff, 80 stuff. I do some present day stuff, but also I'm just as happy getting in a boat and going fishing. I just did a coon hunting video the other day. I had a buddy at church wanted to take me coon hunting, and I was like, well, I've never been, but I'll go. It sounds like a ball. And we had a great time just standing in the woods in the dark, listening to a dog.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's it. So you talked about the little project that I put together. So I had the idea that I wanted to incorporate a few channels out there to get some synergy going, get some interaction with some other channels, and so I come up with this idea to allow other channels to hijack mine. And the idea I had was to maybe send them some packs, send them a thumb drive or something, and just put it out there and be like, all right, who'd be interested in doing this? And had some channels show up for that. Among those are like you said, Zach, you're in that, Julie Farnham, Tony Black,
Shout out
Christopher.
Julie. And let's keep
Yeah,
Julie in
just
our prayers this week. She lost one of her cats, the Kraken, and
that.
I know that they're kind of the star of her show. And Julie been in my thoughts and
Yes.
prayers about that. I'm
Yeah,
a
if
big
you
fan
watch
of
her
Julie.
videos, it starts with cats, right? I mean, it's
Yeah,
so that's a big
yeah.
part of her
Freedom
life. But
Sufferer made that awesome intro for her, and yeah, she loves those
yeah,
cats.
and so anyhow, so just had some channels, and we got a mixture of folks. We got Lou Rock TV, who's like a YouTube sports card Hall of Famer.
Yeah, Lou Rock's awesome.
Uh,
I love watching his channel.
yeah, love Lou. Lou's great. Other channel, Tony Black. I've known Tony for a
Yeah,
long time. Tony
Ray
and
T.
I have
Cameron.
interacted.
Yeah,
Yeah, just a great mixture of channels, and then some guys I didn't know a whole lot. Mac Wax Stacks, I didn't know real well, and I thought, well, I love that, right? It'll give me interacting with a channel that maybe I wouldn't have otherwise. And there's even a disc golf channel that got in on it, and I was
yeah.
like,
All that.
it's a wildcat idea, but why not? It'll introduce us to some folks that maybe weren't affiliated with the sports card collecting community, and it'll get us some exposure, maybe get him some exposure. So I was like, so far it's coming together. The first video will actually release tomorrow.
Stay
Christopher,
tuned to that,
who
y'all.
is
It's awesome. I'm excited to watch.
got a big channel. Christopher I'll be releasing the first video with him. Kind of taking over my channel. I won't give you any more information than that. And what I hope to do is every other day release another video where somebody hijacks my channel. And then part of these packages that are going out are they have the holiday packs in them. And then what I want to do on Christmas Day is release a video, a montage of all of these folks, including myself, ripping some of those holiday packs, just celebrating Christmas. So I just thought it was a neat idea to, interact with some channels and get my name out there, get y'all's name out there, allow us to kind of get in front of different groups. We all have our kind of our groups that I've got 620 subs, something like that. And, I'm in front of the same people all the time, Zach. You may feel like that sometime too. And it allows us to get in front of some other folks and have
Yeah,
some
I
fun
like
and
bringing
spread the
everybody
love,
together.
spread the hobby. That's what we're all about.
Yeah, I like bringing
Yeah.
everybody together. Sometimes we get in cliques, and I like to bring everybody here and help each other grow. I was on Maiden's channel the other day, and I'm a sports card collector, but my channel is Collectibles too, and I love to interact with the comic book guys and the sports card collectors, and I collect toys and action figures and bringing us all and outdoors, bring us all together because I have a 10-acre farm. I have a pond and a creek, and I'm a farmer. I grow sunflowers and I have a greenhouse, and so I'm outdoors
Awesome.
a lot. So I don't hunt, but I mean I have a lot of wild animals on my farm. I have coyotes, and I have a lot of animals on the farm. So they come out, not animals like I don't have cows or anything, but so I'm outdoors a lot. So I try to sometimes. I don't know if you ever seen my video, but I sometimes I rip packs out my sunflower fields.
Really? No, I'm sorry. I haven't seen that. I'm going to have to look into that.
It's called the Zach's Field of Dreams. And we go out to my sunflower fields and we rip packs out there. And it's kind of an outdoorsy type environment. And I give them a tour through the sunflower fields. And it's a fun time where people get to see my other side other than my sports card collecting. I bring the two together. And that's kind of what you're doing too. That's what I like about your channel, Danny, is you're bringing that together as well. So that's pretty awesome.
Thank you, buddy.
Yeah.
Well, I wrote that down. I'm going to check that out. I like that idea.
Yeah.
The Field of
Go back
Dreams
and watch
idea.
It's one of my live streams. I did this is like the second year in a row we did it, and it was right after the baseball Field of Dreams game. And the first I did it when the first time I ever did it, I turned the camera on live, And then I went behind the sunflower fields and did it, like the Field of Dreams movie. You know how like they come out in the cornfields, and I don't go corn, but I come right through the middle of there. It was so much fun. I have
That's
more fun with it
awesome.
than I think people watching it. But tornado chasing, Zach. Yeah, roll tide. I had a tornado hit my farm this summer, and I was in the middle of it. And I was in my barn working on my tractor, and I look up and I see the clouds just solid dark. And I go out of my car to leave because I'm like, oh my gosh, that looks bad. And I see this tornado rotating coming at me. And I ran to my barn, and as I ran to my barn, the tornado ripped right through the middle of my greenhouse. I ran to my barn, hid my bathroom, and it blew the barn doors out. In fact, today I was on the phone with insurance companies still trying to get my barn doors fixed. But my greenhouse has been repaired. I have a 30 by 96 foot greenhouse, so I grow a lot of stuff in there, and it blew it out. And then I was, but I've gotten everything replaced. It was wild. A lot of damage in my area, but it was one of the craziest things I've ever been through. But yeah, so I get it all. Like my neighbors on the other part, I felt bad for that. I thought I was going to get buried alive in that barn. And my neighbors were out in the field picking, harvesting for the farmers markets. And poor them, they got in the car and ran off and ran in the middle of the storm. And I felt they made it back to they have a trailer a couple acres over and made it back to their trailer. But I was like, I don't know how you'd done that because I at least had a barn to go hide in. So it was crazy. That was my highlight of 2023, y'all. When I have a recap of 2023, that was one of the highlights of the year. It was insane. But it's all being repaired, and I'm assured, so that's a good thing,
Incredible.
But let's go to the chat. I got some people that just dropped in. Danny, I want to shout them out. We got Lon Espinosa coming to us. He's a big Colorado Avalanche fan. Y'all have in Nashville, y'all have the Nashville Predators there. Danny, they're a hockey team. Yep. Rose City Sports Cards and Don. You know Rose City Sports Cards? Don's got a great channel. He does a lot of retro pack openings. Him and his wife, and he's got a great channel. Y'all give him a sub. There were some other people here in the chat, and I'm trying to go through the list. Popped in. Let's go shout them out. Thought I missed somebody here. Stop by. Oh, Dirk Remington in the house. Hey, Dirk. How you doing, man? Thanks for stopping by, Dirk. Dirk's got a great channel. I'll give him a sub. But yeah, so man, that's awesome. Danny, I'm really honored, Danny. I was chosen. Now, I had asked Danny to come on to talk about the channel hijack series before the contest. Right after it got going, I put my name in there, and I was gonna have him on here, but I did get selected. I have opened my packs. Y'all gonna need to stay tuned to Danny's channel because I pulled some fire out of there. I was telling, I'm not gonna reveal it tonight, but y'all better not miss it. I also have two special guests with me. Won't reveal them as well. That'll be popping up. Daddy haven't seen the video yet, so I'll have to see it. But it's a funny little video. So y'all got to stay tuned to that and don't miss it. And we pulled some. I had a fun time doing it. I really appreciate Danny sending me the packs. I really do. That's very kind of him. And I had a good time. It was a fun time ripping them, and really, really appreciate it. And there's some awesome channels participating, like he said, and y'all need to stay tuned to that as well. So I'm gonna come back here onto the screen. But man, there's so many awesome people here. So thank y'all for being here, y'all. And there's 20 people here in the chat. If y'all can't give Danny a subscribe, and so what we're gonna do next, y'all, is Danny likes baseball, so we're gonna rip some Topps Holiday tonight. And he sent me some Topps Holiday. So I got this mega box I got at Walmart on Hunt. And I love one of my favorite sets of the year. Well, I can't show it to you. It's Topps Holiday. It's a cheap rip. What a mega. This is $20-$30. You get a relic or auto. You get those metallic parallels. Last year I pulled a Julio Rodriguez short print out of these. I was super pumped. It had like the Santa on the sleeve, they're just fun. Sometimes sports cards, people want to pull that monster hit. Sometimes sports cards about fun. And that's what Topps Holiday is to me. And so I'm gonna kind of cut my camera feed off here a minute. And I'm gonna turn around here and go to the studio. And then Danny, I'm going to kind of put you on the spot here, but I'm just going to let you talk about whatever you want to talk about for about 2 or 3 minutes if you can.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, so one of the things I like about Topps Holiday is you get 10 packs of 10 cards, and so you get a full 100 cards. It's not been that long ago. That's what blasters had in them. They had 100 cards, 101 card, because they would give you I guess the pack that came with the like the engineered relic or whatever would be in a pack by itself, and so you got 101. But yeah. Anyhow, I dig that. I dig that set. Now the problem is it flies off the shelves, at least here in Tennessee. I found them kind of early on at a place in Smyrna, Tennessee, if anyone's familiar with that. But then I went back. I checked several other WalMarts and I couldn't find that product anymore. So um, Fanatics had Holiday on their website for $29.99. I think that's what I was picking them up. But I looked on Walmart's website later and they were selling for like 40. So I don't know what happened there, but
Really? They were 40?
yeah, they were 40 plus, like 43 or something. And it looked like it wasn't coming from like a secondary dealer that deals on Walmart's site. It looked like it was coming from Walmart. So I felt like that was a little strange, but
That's crazy. Here's what it is. When I hit a restock at a Walmart, and I think they had 2 or 3 of them at that restock. Now, I had some pretty cool stuff that restock, and I was like, and that's the only time I've seen them. I've gone to a bunch of other Walmarts. I haven't seen them. They have been up on, I think, the Tops.com had them. I don't think Fanatics has had them, but I'll tell you something I saw today, Danny. I'll tell you about. I thought it was super cool. I was looking last night. Target dropped those Fairfield mystery boxes, and the baseball mystery boxes.
yeah.
That you've had a part of the hijack, and they were $14.99 a box on their website. Now they sold out super fast, and I didn't get
I
there in
bet.
time to get one. But I was
Those
like, I
things are
couldn't believe
great.
that's a great
Those are
deal.
great. Oh yeah.
Under $20 to get those, I think they're totally worth it, y'all. I mean, yeah, you might get some packs that you might be a little less desired, but like I got 2 fat packs of 2017 opening day, y'all, and you could possibly pull an Aaron Judge out of those, a rookie
Right.
out of it, and I really like those a lot. I think they're super cool.
Yeah, I think the worst thing I've seen in them is I think 91 Leaf Series 2. You can get a
Yeah,
single
yeah.
pack of that, but it's like if you remember a couple of years ago, some of those Fairfield boxes came with Babe Ruth packs.
Yeah, the
Uh,
ones at Walgreens,
yeah,
yeah, the ones at Walgreens, they used to have 4 packs. But I found, and I got a bunch of those. Like I went out and tried to find every one of those because they had like some 2018 Series 2 in those, some
right.
2019 Series 2. Yeah, and then I think I got a Babe Ruth pack or 2 in there as well. I like
Yeah,
those. Sometimes mystery bags are totally duds. Like I've seen some lately from Walgreens that I wouldn't pay. They're $10 that I wouldn't pay probably $6 or $7 for, and then sometimes they're just hits. And I think that one from Target, the Fairfield ones, are great. I
yeah,
pick and
totally
choose
agree.
the ones that I want to get, but because I'm super, y'all. If you hadn't watched my videos, you know how super frugal I am and how careful I am with every penny I spend. So, I'm definitely trying to watch that. Look, I got some people popping in here in the chat. I need a shout before we rip this pack. We got God is Great Titus coming to us from Japan. Shout out to Titus. Also got Hobby Hound in the house. Hey, Hobby Hound, coming to us from Colorado. Huge shout out to Hobby Hound, man. He's a great guy, great channel. And Bert's Beats in the house tonight. Bert had a great live stream. I was tuning in to him. We're talking about growing your YouTube channel and really enjoyed that. Had some great discussion on there with Bert. All right, y'all. So let me delay this in long. We're going to rip this box. You got Corbin Carroll there on the front. And maybe we'll pull a Sonny Gray for Danny tonight, man.
Yeah, that'd be great.
That's your favorite. I was trying to get my Braves to get him. Oh, my gosh. We were so pulling for. Wouldn't that have been awesome if Braves would have got him? But he signed with the Cardinals. So,
Yeah.
really
I've got mixed emotions about that. I kind of had hoped he would stay with the Twins. I thought they have a pretty good upside, but hey, Cardinals is closer, so
there you go. Yeah. Yeah. You can go see him play there. Oh, huge shout out to Maiden. He sent me some Upper Deck Tim Hortons, and we pulled some cool cards. Pulled this Jake Ottinger from the Dallas Stars, this Jason Robertson from the Dallas Stars, and this Triumphs. And Maiden said that these were 1 in 7 packs. We don't have Tim Hortons down here in Georgia, so I really appreciate him giving me a shot to rip those. So huge shout out to Maiden. We're going to get 3 packs out of this box right here, y'all. And here we go. There's the inside of the box. Let's see what we pull out of here. Oh, we're going to see. I'll put out our Christmas ornament right here. Here we go. Let's see who our Christmas ornament is. Danny, you ready?
Yeah.
Let's see. Here we go. Talking about Aaron Judge. We got Aaron Judge as our Christmas ornament right there.
Nice.
There we go. Merry Christmas,
All
everybody.
rise.
That's right. That's right. Will Boggs is a huge Aaron Judge fan. So here we go. I'm going to 3 packs out of here. I'm just going to take the top 3 out of here. And y'all stay tuned the next couple of weeks. You know, I've been buying Topps Holiday for the last 3 years, every year. And we're going to do 3 packs of every year of Topps Holiday coming up on a 3-pack Thursday. So y'all stay tuned to that. We'll put Aaron Judge over here real quick while we set up these 3 packs and rip them. And here we go. Merry Christmas, everyone. I hope everybody's getting ready. Danny, you getting ready for Christmas?
You know what? Normally we decorate for Christmas right after Thanksgiving, that weekend. My oldest daughter was here with a ferret, so we weren't able to do that because she was afraid that it would get into everything. So we've put that on hold. But yeah, this coming weekend we're planning on dragging it all out.
Yeah,
what about
me
you?
too. Me too. We're doing the same thing. Yeah, I told the girls, you know, before the SEC championship game, we're gonna bake some cookies and then we're gonna put the Christmas tree up. So
There you go.
that'll be part of our pregame celebration for the Dogs play this weekend. So looking forward to that. All right, so here we go into pack number 1 tonight, y'all. And here we go, ripping some baseball tonight. Super pumped. We got on the cover, we have a Juan Soto, a Tawny. There's Corbin Carroll. Is that Jordan Walker? A lot of the big hits players this year. All right, I'm gonna give this a second. Okay, there we go. I want to make sure I'm looking at my phone while I'm watching this. So I'll make sure everybody sees it. Sorry, y'all. I'm not in the studio, so I'm here in my office doing this. So we got JT Realmuto right here, starting us off with the Philadelphia Phillies. We got Pete Alonso right here, the polar bear. We got Freddie Freeman, MV Free. We love him in ATL. Still always love him from the A. Even he's playing with the Dodgers. We still always pulling for MV Free. MJ Melendez for the Royals. Jeremy Pena right there. There's a rookie. There's a rookie cup. Tim Anderson right there for the White Sox. We got Tyler Stevenson for the Reds. Now, Tyler Stevenson's an Atlanta native. He comes from Kennesaw, Georgia. So huge shout out to Tyler Stevenson. I've heard people get TTM requests from him. Send them out and they get them. And then CJ Cron for Anaheim Angels. Ooh, here we go. Here's one of my players. There's Ozzy Albies right there for my Atlanta Braves right there. There we go. Big fan of him. And then Josh Jung. Ooh, there we go. There we go. That's a big rookie right there. Super pumped about getting Josh Jung. I'll put Josh Jung right up here. Go Rangers, says 3 Good Nerds. Yeah, I know he's a big Rangers fan. Yeah, Justin is a big Rangers fan. Shout out 3 Good Nerds in the house, man. Let's see here. All right, let's go to pack number 2. Shout out to Justin 3 Good Nerds, y'all. Get him and subscribe. Danny, have you seen 3 Good Nerds? He's great. Oh, yes. Great channel. Yeah, great channel. Big fan of Justin. Oh, there we go. We got a good player coming here at the end. Y'all stay tuned. All right. We're going to start out. Oh, Julie Farnham in the house. We're just shouting you out, Julie. Yeah, Julie's going to be a part of the channel hijack. Y'all stay tuned to her video coming up as well. We got Tony Kemp coming here for the Oakland A's. Fernando Tatis right there for the Padres. Paul Goldschmidt for the Cardinals. Come on, we need a Sonny Gray. Another Josh Jung. Good grief. We've got Josh Jung square tonight. Look at there. I wonder if there's a short print in there. Oh, it is. Look at there. Look at there. Danny, do you see it? I don't know if you can see it. My camera's bad.
Is it his necklace?
It's his necklace. It's Christmas lights. Look at the difference. I don't know if y'all can see that. It's a short print. Oh, that's a monster hit right there. Good grief. Wow. Nice. That is awesome. Last year, y'all, I got to sleeve these up. I pulled a Julio Rodriguez short. I was telling Danny about this. Julio Rodriguez short print with a I think it's like a sand on his or a candy cane on his arm. And this year we pulled a Josh Jung. Good grief. I got to go get some. Hang on a minute, Danny. I got to get some card sleeves. I didn't know we were going to pull this kind of fire tonight.
Yeah, you pulling hits. It's Josh Jung hot box.
Let me get my sleeves out. I got them piled in here in the.
Probably pull his relic out of the last pack.
Yeah, I know. Wouldn't that be crazy?
You'd have to have me back every week.
I know. I'm telling you, dang, get me pull fire. Look at that, man. That's awesome. Yeah. That is, man, super pumped about that. I'd put that in a top loader later on tonight. Now I'm gonna put his other one in here too. He was in the All-Star game this year. You know, he was playing in the. He played in. He represented Texas in the All-Star game. I think he had a little struggles there toward the end, but he had a good season overall. So he had some injuries too. All right. So here's another cool card. This is one of the metallic. This is Logan Allen rookie card. That's a metallic snowflake right there. For Logan Allen for the Cleveland Guardians. That's pretty cool to get a metallic snowflake rookie card right there. We have Joni Brito rookie card for the Yankees. Bryce Toronto of the Brewers. And then let's see. Brett Beatty, that's a good little rookie for the Mets. Oh, boom. Gosh, this is a great pack. We pulled a Gunnar Henderson right here. Hold on. I'm about to knock over the stage. There we go. Man, this is, and Shohei Ohtani. Oh my gosh. This is a monster pack. Oh my gosh. Wow. Good grief. Okay. That was a great pack right there. My goodness. We pulled a Logan Allen metallic, a Brett Beatty rookie, a Gunnar Henderson, a Ohtani, and a Josh Jung short print. Oh my gosh, that was such a great box. Hot box, but Maine says pound rig. Yeah. Man, that was great. Oh man. Danny, you're bringing a lot of good luck here.
Yeah.
Tonight. I'm telling you. Whew.
I'm laughing on that hot box rigged comment. That's great.
Yeah.
Only the big channels get those boxes, guys. Only the big channels.
Yeah.
Oh man.
All right, here we go.
Influencer box. Yeah. Yeah. You and Jabs, that's it.
Here we go. Here's another Texas Ranger, Jacob deGrom. We got Kevin Gossman right there of the Toronto Blue Jays. Shout out to all the Blue Jays fans out there. Oh, here's the relic. Oh my gosh, look at there. Garrett Mitchell rookie card, relic. Player worn memorabilia. Man, we pulled the relic. That's a nice little relic too. Look, it's got like a strip from his sleeve or something like that. I don't know if y'all can see that, but it looks like some kind of stripe on his jersey.
Yeah.
That's cool. It's a rookie relic too. That's what's even cooler. That's awesome. Wow. What a night.
You're on a roll. You may have to rip the rest of that box.
I'm telling you, sometimes I rip stuff and I don't get nothing. And tonight I'm just fire. Cedric Mullins. I love Top Holiday. It's just a fun rip. Trevor Story. Here you go. Jonathan India. Right there.
There you go.
Talking about Johnny for the Reds. Chris Bryant alert. Chris Bryant right there for the Rockies. And shout out to Hobby Hound. I know he loves his Colorado teams. And Logan No Hope rookie card for the Angels and his team. Wow, that was what a night tonight, y'all. Well, I don't even know which ones I want to put up on the stand. Maybe that Garrett Mitchell relic. I mean, we could put up this Logan Allen rookie, Brett Beatty, Gunnar, Shohei. Well, I guess probably the hit of the day is definitely got to be a Josh Jung because he's a huge rookie, and that's a short print there with you can see it's cool to have both of them, man. You have the regular one and then have the short print right there. And there's some kind of number on the short print that shows that that's a short print. And I can't remember where that number is on the card.
Very bottom.
At the very bottom, somewhere down there. I'm
very
trying
bottom
to see
center,
where that very bottom center, yeah.
The far right hand number on the very bottom center, you'll be able to tell on that serial number.
Yeah. Where is that?
I can't see it.
Yeah, I know. It's tough to see it.
They're so small, I can't see it.
Yeah.
I have to use my camera.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I'll look at that now. But it's a short because just by seeing the lights there, on his jersey on
Yeah.
the sleeve there. So, oh, I see it now. Okay, that one says the regular one says down here at the bottom. Oh my gosh, it's got a bunch of numbers down there.
Yeah. It's like the last 2 digits.
Yeah, this one says 06, and this one says I think 15. I don't know. I'm almost 50, Danny. I'm about blind.
Yeah. Hey, I'm right there with you, brother. I keep readers in the whole pocket. So you might have to look. I think the Santa hat ones are considered the short prints, and the ones like you pulled might be the super short print. You have to look it up.
Oh
You
yeah,
might have gotten really lucky.
let's see here. I'm gonna go on my phone here and I'm gonna look that up. Um, I'm gonna look it up on eBay real quick and see what we see on there, y'all. I got my phone right here, and let's go to eBay and see what that one is. And y'all stay tuned to Danny's channel because I pulled some pretty cool stuff out of Topps Holiday too, and I had to look it up on eBay to get the exact kind of what it was because I didn't know. Okay, Topps Holiday. Let's see here. Wow, here's one. This that says it's a short. Let's see. Look, this one's $45. Good grief.
Wow.
That one's $45. Rare SP code. What's the code down there on that one? I want to see the last 2 digits of that. See if I can pull that up. That is 15 at the end. Oh my gosh. Did we just pull a $45 card here tonight? No, that can't be true. Man, he might be asking too much for that.
Pay for the box.
Well, yeah, let's track what. Yeah, a lot of them are. I don't know about that. That may be. That was pretty cool though. Yeah, there's one for $8.99. So still, it was a good card though. There's one for $9.99. Still pretty good. That's a good box. Wow, super stoked about that. Wow. That's wild. I'm a little shocked, Daddy. I can't believe you pulled that. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, here, y'all, hang on. Stay tuned, y'all. We're gonna go for a little turn. Y'all gonna see my nasty office. Hold on. Oh, let me get this off. Y'all don't want to see my closet here. All my sports cards. Let me. All right, there we go. Whew, we're back. Y'all didn't want to see
that. Well done.
You might see what's in my dirty laundry back here. So. All right, y'all. Well, that was pretty awesome, y'all. That was. All right. Some people are in chat. I missed them. I had the camera turned around, so I didn't see a lot of what y'all said here in the chat. So, except here on my phone. So, man, that was a pretty cool hit. I think that probably was about a $10, $15 card. But Josh Jung had a good rookie year. He was in the All-Star game, so I'll take that. Yeah, I was super hyped about that. Oh, thank you, Maiden. I really appreciate that. Oh, there we go. Trying to adjust my camera there.
Canadian card breaker.
Oh, CCB in the house. Hey, that's Jason right there. Shout out to Jason, man. He's got a great channel. There we go. Yeah, CCB in the house, man. A 514 is a SP, 515 is better, and the 516 is a super rare. Okay, yeah, because thank you. Appreciate that, Vince. So this is not the super rare, but it's pretty up there. Because it's 515 down here in the back of it, back here in the back. So y'all can't see that, but that's pretty cool. I need to put that in a top loader. That's top order loaded. That's pretty awesome. To get one of those is really cool. To get a rookie one is even better. Like, if I got like a big star or just a regular basic player, that's cool. But to get one of the top 3 rookies, you had Corbin Carroll, him, and he was up there. I mean, he was up there in the American League and Gunnar was the rookie of the year in the American League, but still, he was up there. I think if he wouldn't have gotten injured, he would have gotten close to being rookie of the year. So, he may have been second or third in the ballot. I didn't see the ballot, but hey, his team won the World Series this year, so That's pretty
right.
cool.
That's right.
I gotta doubt that.
It's like Matty Ice.
Matty Ice and that. You know Matty Ice? Matty Ice is awesome.
Yeah.
He's been shouting people
Matty,
out on. He's been running and training. He was on here on the
he's a
channel.
runner. Yeah.
Yeah, shouting people out on his runs and super pumped about Matty's a great guy. Super pumped about having him on here a couple weeks ago. I was watching your Indiana Pacers this week play, Matty, and Therese Halliburton is having an incredible year for them. And shout out to Indiana. And I got some of his rookies a while back, and I got a Prism Silver, and I'm keeping that in my collection because he's one of their stars now. That's pretty awesome. Wow, what a night tonight, Danny. Thanks for being on here tonight. I really appreciate it. We've had a lot of, man, there's so much in the chat here. Danny, are you okay to stay around here a little bit longer for a few minutes?
Yeah.
We'll hang out here and chat.
Absolutely.
Let's go. Tim crushed 2K today. Oh, Incognito Sports Cards 2K, man. There you go, Tim. There you go. That's awesome, man. Congratulations, Tim. He deserves it. He's been dropping some awesome shorts, and he's really been growing, have some great live streams, and I'm looking forward to being on his channel. We're going to have a big Christmas special the week of Christmas. I told him Wednesday nights we're usually at church with the kids, and it's tough for me to do a live stream, but that week they don't have church, so I'm going to do a live stream with him, and we're going to have a big Christmas special that week, and I don't have work that week. I'm on vacation, so that'll be great as well.
Nice.
Yeah, I look forward to that. I dropped my short. Yeah, you will, man. That's true. That's true. Oh my gosh. Okay. Maiden's been having some live streams from his house. I've been dropping the kids off at the school bus stop, and I tune in the morning time. There's Maiden live in the morning at like 7 a.m. So I've been hanging out with those guys, and he's been doing like a silent live stream. I should do that at the farm. There's a lot of times at the farm where I did that a few years ago, where I did kind of like a silent live stream in the sunflower fields, where I just stuck my tripod out there and just did a live stream. And I did it here on the Sports Card channel. Now, I have another channel. It's called Zach the Gardener and Farmer. It's a farming where I document, but it's only got, I've been doing it for like a couple years, but I think I'm like 200, 230, somewhere around there. I'm trying to grow that channel. I really like to see that hit 1K in the next couple of years. But, the thing is, when I started I started both channels at the same time. The Sports Card channel, we were at the peak of COVID. And, Danny, you remember what it was like to find sports cards at the peak of COVID. And the Sports Card channel just boomed, but the garden channel has been a little slower to growth. But, man, we've had a little bit of growth this year. I'm excited. And I probably have not put the effort into the gardening channel like I should. But the Sports Card channel has got me occupied. And so I've kind of stayed more with that.
Yeah, COVID, the channels that grew were the ones that could find cards. I was one that couldn't find cards.
Well, crazy, I was camping out at Target to get cards. Danny, if you knew what I did to get cards, like I did some insane stuff. Like I would get up at 2:00 in the morning. I would get in my car and I would sit there riding down to Target questioning my life choices, going, why am I getting up at 2:00 in the morning to get sports cards? But looking back at it now, I had such a great time doing it. And I would get a blanket. I even would do some videos out there, and I would literally plot myself next to the door and wait there until they opened the next day for the restock. When they, back then they would do like a 7 a.m. drop,
Yeah.
And
like one day a week.
One day a week. It was Fridays. And I can remember several times in those mornings questioning my life choice, like, why am I doing this? For cards, for cardboard? But now looking back at it, I had a great time doing it. And I would go hunting all over North Georgia for cards. We would go to about every one. I would take a day off of work, and we'd just go right up through the mountains of North Georgia, almost to the Tennessee, North Carolina border. I live up in the North Georgia. Like I grew up in suburban Atlanta, but I live up in North Georgia. You just go dead north of Atlanta, and that's where I live, up in the hills. About my town I live in is called the First Mountain City. So it started the Appalachian Mountains is where I live. So we're almost near we're about 2 or 3 counties from Tennessee and North Carolina and all that area. So we get in the car and go all the way up in the mountains up there. And it's a little more rural up here, so you don't have all the people from Atlanta trying to hit the restock. So I was able to find some good cards back then. let's see here. PSA 10 tendencies is a great channel. I know, man. I watch that channel a lot. So it's got a great other channel as well, man. Do you grow plants in the winter? Yes, I have. I'm still doing farmers markets right now. I'm gonna take a week off this weekend. We're gonna decorate the Christmas tree in the Georgia game. Look, y'all, Georgia game's big for me. Like, this is a big weekend. Georgia, Alabama. For Georgia, has not really had a lot of competition this year, so this is a huge, huge game. I think everybody here in Georgia is marking this down because it's really going to see how good Georgia is. It's going to be a great test, and to see if they can. And I tell you this, I mean, we all think we have a chance that we can win this game. And Alabama's going to be great this weekend. I'm excited about that. Alabama could beat Georgia. I'm not like, hey, we're going to win. This is going to be it's going to be a great game. Alabama could win. I'm pulling for my dogs, but man, it's going to be a great game either way. And we're going to have fun. I think we're going to get some Little Caesars pizza, some cold Sprite, and we're going to enjoy the game. It's going to be a fun time.
Nice.
Yeah, the new big store. Yeah. Jeff Wilson's new big store is coming to Atlanta. Yeah. And I know where that is. In fact, the funny thing is I used to live down for a little while when I got out of college. I used to have a studio apartment down not far from where his new store is coming. That thing is going to be it's going to be a monster sports cards. Like, he's talking like that's going to be like one of the biggest local card shops in probably the Southeast. Like, I mean, it's huge in the amount of square foot. I've seen some Chasing Cardboard did a tour. Do you ever watch Chasing Cardboard? He's got I think, Dan, you'd love his channel. He goes around and buys different card collections, and he talks to different collectors, and he went and did an interview with Jeff Wilson in his new store in Atlanta, and it's going to be really awesome.
Wow.
So, yeah. It's just talking about that. Silence from the Greenhouse would get you a lot of hours, and the rest is shorts. Yeah, silence would be good. I totally agree with you, Maiden. That's good. So many legends in here tonight. Yeah, there are some awesome legends, and Danny's one of them, y'all. Danny's one of them, man. He's a legend here among the card community, and I'm honored to have him on here tonight. Yeah, Sports Cards headquarters used to be a Pier 1. Yeah, there's Random Rips in the house. He's coming down here from South Georgia. Huge fan, Kevin. Thanks for stopping by, Kevin. Danny, I know you and Spidey, Arana Boys, used to do some stuff together too, right? Spidey, I'm a big fan of Spidey. Spidey's one of my favorite channels as well. When I first got on here into YouTube, I was watching Spidey, and I was like, man, he's one of the best too, right?
So you probably remember when the card crew was running.
Yeah, you're
around.
part of that, right?
Yeah. I got in there at the tail end of it, right before it kind of fizzled out, and been a part of a couple of giveaways with it. But yeah, I was around long enough to get into the card crew there at the end. Ami Otini was in it. Collectorholic. Of course, Spidey, Ranya Boys. Spidey's kind of switched to doing his birds now, right? I mean, he's kind of changed the channel up a little bit. He still collects, but
he still loves sports cards. Yeah, he's still doing some sports stuff.
Yeah, but he's pigeon racing, I guess, is what he's into right now. But that was kind of how I initially kind of got rolling, was hanging out with some of the guys that were in those last few waves of being added to the card crew, and dude, I loved it. That when all that was rolling, it was super fun, and I was kind of, this little project I've got going on with the 5-pack hijack. I was trying to kind of create some of that same, some of that same momentum, some of that same buzz within the hobby, within the YouTube genre, if you will, the card community. Trying to get folks to rally around channels like we used to do with the card crew, and maybe we've tapped into something here. We'll see how it plays out throughout the month of December.
So y'all get over there and support Danny. Watch those videos, and every one of them. If you're not subscribed to those guys doing the videos, sub them up, man. Help them grow. I'm shouting out. There's somebody just stopped by, National Parks Princess. Thanks for stopping by. Really appreciate it. Sub these people up, help grow their channels, and watch some of their content. What's cool about this is everybody's going to do it a different way, how they do pack openings. I was just telling Danny before we started here, I'll be honest, it's been a while since I've taped a video of opening packs, because I'm always doing it here live with y'all. I'm usually if I tape stuff, it's like when I go sports card hunting at the Dollar General. Oh, by the way, Danny put a comment tonight. You didn't know they had sports cards at Dollar General.
Yeah,
they do. And I've seen baseball. and I've seen basketball and football at some of them. And I don't know at Tennessee if y'all have them, but we have about $10 generals in our county. So
Yeah.
there's always going to be one that has them.
Oh yeah. You know what? That's what's funny is we're like that kind of with Walgreens. I'm in Walgreens all the time, and I know you are on your hunting videos. You like
Yeah.
to stop in those.
Mhm.
I mean, kind of. There was a time that was really all I was doing. I was going into Walgreens and picking up hanger boxes and ripping those on my channel. And if you remember back a few years ago, they had the yellow parallels in them
Yeah.
for the tops. Yeah,
Yes.
and I
Special
loved those
Walgreens.
yellow parallels. Those were hot.
They're
So
cool. I do too.
yeah, I
What
love me some
are,
Walgreens cars.
at Walgreens, what is a tops hanger going for there?
I believe 13.99.
That's great. You know what? Here's the crazy thing, and I think this is just a Georgia thing. Here in Georgia, they're $9.99.
Really?
And you know what? I found this. This is what's crazy. I've been in Augusta, Georgia. I've been in Metro Atlanta and up here in North Georgia. In all three places, they are $9.99. Now,
Wow.
other people in other states have said that they're 13, 12.99, somewhere in that range. And for
Yeah.
some reason, Random Rips put it down there. He lives in South Georgia, $9.99 down at his Walgreens. I don't know
Wow,
why
that's
that
awesome.
is, but like, and I've seen. I'm on the hunt for an update hanger because at $9.99, that's probably the best price you're going to get for a hanger.
Yeah.
$11.99 in South Carolina. Robert says, yeah, but go to Augusta, Georgia, right across the South Carolina Georgia line, and you might be able to get them for $9.99 because I was able to get them over on Bobby Jones Parkway in Augusta, right down the street from Augusta National. Go down there, and you might find them down
Nice.
there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like you said, you're familiar with my channel. My son is looking to go to UTC.
Yeah.
So UT
Awesome.
Chattanooga next fall. So you gotta go through a little bit of Georgia on I-24 to get to Chattanooga, right? So
Great.
I may have to veer off into the woods, into the hills of North Georgia, and find me some baseball cards.
Yeah. There's a Walgreens down in Ringgold, which is just south of Chattanooga. Just come on down there near Dalton. They got some Walgreens down there, $9.99. I'm telling
There
you.
you go.
Go down
That'd be
there.
that'd be
So,
worth the run down there, won't
and I was telling Danny, y'all, I was born in a town called Hickson, Tennessee, which is just outside of Chattanooga. And as a kid, I grew up in Chattanooga. And don't tell my Georgia friends, but for a while, I was a Tennessee fan. But don't tell anybody. I might get kicked out of the Georgia fan club. But
it?
I used to
Yeah.
be a Tennessee fan as a kid. But I
Did you
still love
really?
my Tennessee roots. And Chattanooga is a great town. Yeah, I really enjoyed my time there. And it's just a little time me and my family lived there, and then we moved back down to Atlanta. But yeah, I enjoyed. We went back there and visited several times as I was growing up as a kid. And I've been to Knoxville, and I've been to a Georgia Tennessee game at night in Knoxville, and really impressed by the Tennessee Stadium. And I've been there. And when I was a kid, we went to Opryland in Nashville.
Yeah.
Been there before, and so I've been
Yeah.
all across Tennessee. Beautiful. I love the northeastern part of Tennessee, the smoke, that part of the area, the
Yeah.
Smokies and
Sevierville and Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg area.
Gatlinburg. Growing up as a
Beautiful.
kid, we go up there a lot. Let's see.
You
Would
and
that make
everybody else.
no? Wade says, would that make you a hick? For no Hicks in Tennessee. As a kid, I would tell people in Metro Atlanta, and they would give me a hard time because it's called Hicks in Tennessee, but it's Hixson, not Hickson. So it's yeah. I used to tell people in school growing up in Metro Atlanta that, and they would give you the hardest time about being from Hickson. Dolly World, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, and Dolly Parton was at the halftime of the Georgia Tennessee game with Peyton Manning a couple weeks ago. That was
Yeah.
crazy. I hadn't seen that. Daryl, if you're in that Walmart there, exactly that. Yeah, Dirk is on the hunt. Dirk is a great sports card hunter as well. But yeah, I think Danny, me and you have a lot of the same stores. We have Walgreens and Dollar General and Walmart, Target. Do y'all have Rite Aid there in Tennessee?
No, the Rite Aids got bought out up here.
Yeah, all ours went out of business here in Georgia. And I watch people out in California and other parts of the country that have Rite Aid, and they have sports cards. And I'm all jealous because I'm like, we don't have them here in Georgia.
Yeah. Yeah, the Rite Aids got bought out. We don't have Eckards anymore, no Rite Aids.
Oh, Eckerd's. Oh, that's
Um,
old school right there. Oh,
yeah.
we used
Do
to
you
have
remember?
Eckerd's here. Yeah.
Yeah. I used to go in there and buy packs of Score as a
Yeah.
as a 12, 13-year-old boy. I
I
remember they
remember
go on
going.
sale. You could get 5 packs for $1
Yep. Yep.
of Score.
Yep. Did y'all have Revco?
Yeah, we had that
Yep.
too.
Revco, and I remember going there buying Star Wars figures as a kid. And it was right next to my arcade that had Pac-Man back in the day.
There you go.
We
Yeah,
had
but
no.
you got me with TG&Y. You're the only person I've ever
Yeah.
heard mention TG&Y.
Yep.
And I can remember as a kid, like, what was the G.I. Joe? Was it Storm Shadow, the white ninja that was a
Yeah.
bad dude?
Yep.
I can remember finding that at TG&Y as a little kid and almost started crying because I had looked for years. I was like, it's finally here. I finally have it.
Yeah. Storm Shadow was hard to find too.
Yeah.
You couldn't find Storm Shadow in a lot of stores. So I found him at a Toys R Us at South Lake Mall in south of Atlanta, and I was so pumped to find him because he was such a hard figure to find among the
Yeah.
GI Joes. But back
Yeah.
then,
You know what
you
I'm
could
talking
go
about.
into Toys R Us, and they would have GI Joe stacked to the wall, y'all. I mean, I'm talking to the wall. It was.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking about that. It gets me pumped thinking about it.
Absolutely. You'd have
Man,
to go through them. You knew who you had and who you needed. Yeah.
exactly. Oh,
It was
I love,
awesome.
and GI Joes were cheap, man. They were kind of like Hot Wheels today, y'all. They were only like you could get 2 for $5 or $2 or $3, and they had such cool drawings on them. You had all the different figures on the back, and they have remade those today. You see them some out today, but I don't think they're none like they were. How about Rose's stores? Yes, here's the thing. In Blue Ridge, Georgia, I was in Blue Ridge today, which is on the 10. It's the county right at the border of Tennessee and North Carolina. So there are parts of Fannin County, Blue Ridge, Georgia, that border Tennessee and North Carolina. I was up there today, and they have one of the few Roses in North Georgia. Well, no, I've seen some in Augusta, Georgia. Let me quote me back on that. And Roses is a lot like TG&Y and Walmart. And I used to go in there. My friends and they liked that. Well, I don't want. We used to like to shoot things and stuff like that, hanging out by the river when I was in college, and we'd go there and get ammo and stuff. But Roses is cool because it's a lot like a Walmart. It was cool. Yeah, I have heard of Roses. Yeah.
Yeah. Us too. Yeah, we had one here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Sure enough.
Yep. Cool places. There's still a Rose in Macon right next to the only Walmart sells cars. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, that's awesome. A lot of awesome chat here, man. Bring it up. Did you ever have? Okay, Danny, we're talking about 12 again, so that's why we're talking about sports cars. We're talking about childhood. Did you ever have a Lionel Play World? Do you ever remember that?
I'm familiar with that name.
Yeah, it had a kangaroo commercial, and it jumped upside down a frown.
That's crazy.
But it was kind of like a huge. They had one down south of Atlanta, and it was one of the hugest toy stores I've ever been in my life. And
oh wow,
it was really cool. It was a lot like Toys R Us, but it was even bigger. Yeah, Murfreesboro. That is. Do you live near? I'm not going to kind of let everybody know the world. You probably don't want to let the whole world, but you live near Murfreesboro, right? That's
yeah. Which area. Is where David Price. David Price is from Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Sonny Gray is from Smyrna, Tennessee. Somebody mentioned Tullahoma. There's a kid, Justice Sheffield, who's from Tullahoma, Tennessee. He's in pro ball. Yeah, so I like to follow local kids. I don't mind people knowing where I'm from. But that's why when I got back into collecting, I was, well, who am I going to collect, right? Because when I got back into collecting, everybody was collecting Acuna and Ohtani, and it was around 2018, 2019, and I was like, well, I don't want to chase those guys. So I was like, I'm just going to start chasing the kids that are local here. And so I started chasing them, started chasing Mookie Betts. And I've had a whole lot of fun, just chasing kids from Tennessee.
I heard you talking about that today, how, but here's my question to you, Danny. I was watching that video and I had a question I thought about asking. So okay, let's say Nashville gets an MLB team. Is that going to be who you're going to start collecting?
Probably. Because we've got the Nashville Sounds right now, right? And that's the Brewers AAA, farm
they used
club.
To be the Reds back in the day, a long time ago.
Yeah, Nashville. Yeah. They were Tigers. They've been. I say Tigers. I believe it was the Tigers, and then they became the Reds. I think they were Pirates for a little while. They signed up with and now it's with the Brewers, and it's just. You can say what you want. And no offense to anybody, Brewers just isn't a very sexy team to be the AAA club of. It's not like the Yankees or the Red Sox or somebody like that. But anyhow, it would be neat to have a pro club here. because I mean, we've got as many Braves fans here in Middle Tennessee as we've got like Reds fans. You know, some like to go north, some like to go south. A few Cardinals fans, but it would be neat to have a pro club here. You know, I'd probably been there all the time. You know, because it's just different. I went to Sounds games a lot as a teenager. I've got my team sets from like 1990 and 1991, and when you know when they would do baseball card night at Greer Stadium in Nashville, I was there, dude. I mean, you know,
That's
and
when
I
they have the
was,
big guitar in the outfield.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
And dude, I remember walking through the stadium and trying to find unopened packs of the cards that people would leave in their seats. You know what I mean? And it was so great. But I mean, greats like Don Mattingly. Don Mattingly was a Nashville Sound. Don Mattingly has his number retired with the Nashville Sounds. You know, Willie McGee was the Nashville Sound. So both of your MVPs in 1985 for the National League and American League played right here in Nashville in 1981. So,
Willie McGee
you know,
and
it's a
Vince
story.
Coleman. That was a great tag team back in the day on
Yeah, there
St.
you
Louis.
go. Yeah. And you know, just a great, you know, and Ozzie Smith and that group. Yeah, it was phenomenal.
Yeah. Three Good Nerds loves Mattingly. He put that in chat. Mattingly.
Yeah, Mattingly. Yeah. There's only been 3 players that have had their numbers retired here in Nashville. One of them was Skeeter Barnes, I think is a 00. They retired somebody else recently, and Don Mattingly is the third. You know, so it's pretty big deal.
That's awesome.
You know, that's
Nashville's
our
such a
claim to
growing,
fame, I guess. Do
with
I?
it's Nashville such a growing city with you have the Predators now with the when I remember when the Oilers moved to Memphis and then they moved to Nashville. Now you got the
Yeah.
well, I call them the Oilers, but the Titans now. But you know,
Right.
wearing those retro uniforms the other day and it reminded me of the Oilers. I love when they bring those retro ones out.
Yeah.
But yeah, and you know, I got a feeling that you know 2 cities that I think that should get a baseball team, and that's Nashville and Charlotte. I think that would be really cool because Charlotte is, you know, I go to Charlotte a lot, and it's just, you know, it's a real growing city like Nashville is. And I had friends come to Nashville and to Atlanta, and they just rave how awesome a town Nashville is, and it's got a lot of young people there in town with the colleges. It's an up and coming city. It reminds me of what Atlanta was back in the early '90s before the Olympics came, and it really took off. But it's and so
Yeah.
Charlotte is growing as well. It'd be cool
Well,
to see teams.
the funny thing is Nashville gets linked to all kind of. Well, I mean, the Oakland A's were supposed to move here. The Baltimore Orioles, you know, were supposed to move here, and I think people use Nashville to leverage, you
Mm-hmm.
know, to leverage their market. You know, because I think you're right. I think Nashville would do really well, and I think folks know that. So when folks start throwing Nashville out as a location they're thinking about moving to, ownership, cities, whatever, they start stepping their game up, and then you know we don't get the team.
CCB wants to see Montreal get a team back. Yeah, that'd be cool too. I'd like to see Montreal get a team back too. Yeah, have more than one team in Canada for my Canadian friends out there. That'd be awesome. I know they love their Blue Jays up there, but yeah, I'm sure
Right.
they would love to have the Expos. I remember watching the Braves and Expos playing that the old Expo arena they had there. You know, it was Olympic Stadium back in the day.
Yeah. A
Um,
lot of great players went through that organization, you know.
Andre Dawson, Tim Raines, Larry Walker played for them for a while. You had some great players there for Montreal. And
Absolutely.
in '93 with the strike, I think they could have probably made it to the World Series. They had such a good team and poor team. They were in like first place, and then the strike came and it hurt their whole season. I hated it for them. Yeah, Randy Johnson. Well, there's one I
There you
totally
go.
yeah, that's totally awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about that. There's some great players as well. But yeah, that's awesome. Nashville's a great town. Now, Middle Tennessee State University, that's a growing school too. I've seen them play football. They have a pretty good football team the last couple of years.
Yeah, they mess around. So I graduated from MTSU in 2022. I like talking about that. I
Oh, I
graduated at
didn't even know you
46
went
years
there,
old.
Danny. I was
Yeah.
just talking
Yeah.
about it. I hear about
Uh,
it.
yeah, my wife and I both graduated from MTSU, and yeah, they sneak up and beat people. I think they beat Miami
Mm-hmm.
a few years ago in football. Of course, they had the great big win against Michigan State
Yes, that's
in
I
the
remember.
in the basketball tournament. I think they were a 15 seed and beat the 2 seed. So yeah, they they get their name in the national papers every now and then by sneaking up on somebody. It's pretty neat.
That's awesome. Awesome. Now I can't say that
Yeah,
about Vanderbilt. I'm sorry. It's Vanderbilt.
yeah,
Vanderbilt
poor
football
Vandy.
program. Might be another. Hey, they
But
got a team.
baseball, Vandy's baseball team is top
Vandy
notch.
ball. What national championship? A couple years. Great
Yeah,
baseball and basketball. They're pretty good sometimes too. They have
yeah,
pretty
yeah.
good.
They've been there
I
in
love their old
basketball too.
basketball court. It was kind of their basketball court was weird because it kind of was shaped down in the ground a little bit. I remember
Yeah,
Georgia playing them a lot. It's kind of a different type of court.
yeah. And the court I think is elevated up off the floor or something. I've been there several times. It's been several years back, but yeah, really weird, like a matchbox type of gym. You just stacked in there on top of each other. But there's been a lot of good basketball players at Memorial Gym, I think is the name of it. So
Yeah, yep. I remember Georgia playing them in time. But football, they trying to Vanderbilt to get a good football program. They're really trying. It's tough competing in the SEC with all all the tough teams, like LSU, Alabama, Georgia. A lot of competition there as well. So,
yeah.
hey, they're trying. I give it to them.
Yeah,
They,
I mean,
they
to
always
be a little private school, they really do pretty well in every other sport. It's just football. They just
yeah.
unless other teams have down years and they happen to have an up year. I guess Jay Cutler when he was there,
Jay
they did
Cutler,
really
yeah,
well.
or Chicago Bear right there, yeah.
Yeah. So, but I mean, yeah. Um, you would think though, being located in Nashville like that they would have more of a following. They really don't. It's kind of unfortunate, but
Well, Georgia Tech's like that here in Atlanta. You'd think Georgia Tech it would be have more of a following in downtown Atlanta, and they're right in the heart of downtown Atlanta. But Georgia played Georgia Tech last weekend, and 70% of the fans and in Georgia Tech were Georgia fans. So,
yeah. Well, I think they're an original SEC member. Georgia Tech was,
yeah,
and I
yep,
think
yep,
Tulane was as well. Which is kind of strange if you think about it, but I guess it was different 100 years ago. So,
yeah. Did you grow up in Louisiana, or did
yeah,
you spend
yeah.
part
I
of
was
your life
born
in
in
Louisiana?
Louisiana. We moved to Tennessee when I was 10, so in 1986, roughly. So I remember living in Louisiana, but I mean, I was basically raised in Tennessee, so I kind of claim both. I
Yeah.
mean, I grew up. I loved LSU before we left Louisiana. I tell people I was brought home from the hospital in an LSU blanket, and I've stayed true to that. Sewanee, yeah, University of the South. You're
Come
right.
on,
Roll
yeah.
Tiderman was in
Yeah.
the SEC. So, but
I work at
yeah,
a small college, a private college called Reinhardt University, and I've been working there for 21 years. In fact, last week was my 21st year working there. And
congratulations.
I work with a guy there who went to Swanee, and he talks about it all the time. Like he loved that school. It's one of his
Oh
favorites.
yeah.
That's awesome.
It's got a beautiful campus. It's one of the most beautiful campuses you'll ever see. But man, it's an expensive school.
Yeah, private schools are the college I work at. Remember, the college I work at, Reinhardt, is private, and it's a lot more money because being a private school than the public ones. That's why I had to go to Georgia because I only could go there 2 years because Georgia was a public school. I could afford it.
Yeah.
Totally understand. That's awesome.
Well, it took me a long time going to school part time. Yeah, I went from I '04 to '07, and then I went again from 2015 to 2022 before I graduated. So
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Now, is
yeah.
this hunting season for you? Do you go hunting a lot this time of the year? Because I know down here there's a lot of hunting going on this
Yeah.
time of year.
Well, I kind of gave up deer hunting several years ago. It became a bit of an ordeal. If you harvest a deer, now you got a freezer full of meat that you need to commit to eating, and my family doesn't really like it. So and it would take all day to go and do. I got tired of getting cold. My favorite hunting right now is dove hunting, and I love bird hunting. I love dove hunting. Just recently got introduced to coon hunting, which I found to be pretty awesome. I got a couple of videos that I recently put out about coon hunting,
Y'all stay
and
tuned,
when we
y'all.
Yeah, when we do that, we tree the coons, we look at them, we shine a light on them, and then we leave. You know what I mean? We're not shooting anything. It's the thrill of the hunt, and
Kind of like
you
hunting for
know,
sports cars, y'all. It's kind of like going to Walmart hunting for that Prism blaster box that you can't get. I have this video. I'm gonna say it in your video when I do it, but I used to have saying I don't hunt for moose nor squirrel, but I hunt for rookie and retail sports cars. And I felt like when I was out hunting, like I never have been a big hunter. My relatives do it, but I felt like I was a hunter, just like going out deer hunting or squirrel hunting, or just for the hunt. There's a thrill you get from it, and it's a
exactly,
fun thing. Yeah. I
exactly.
totally understand that. I totally understand it.
But yeah, I mean, we're right in the middle of deer season here, and I got a lot of buddies that do that. Like I said, I got tired of being cold.
Yeah,
I got tired of waking up at 3 in the morning and being cold, so I don't do that
yeah,
anymore.
yeah. That's the way I feel about farmers markets some Saturdays. Some Saturdays I question my choices to be at farmers markets when it gets to this time of year, and I'm like, I'm doing a farmers market in December. Why am I not inside in the heat? So I totally understand that because I'm sitting here,
Yeah.
and luckily sometimes we park our truck there and set up, and I can just sell right out of the truck, and try to stay
Oh,
warm.
cool. Nice.
Who does that say? Wow, I see that. Yeah. So look at there. Chance with collectibles in the house. Hey, Chance, man. Chance has got a great stream going live on Tuesday nights. He has a thing called Show and Tell where he shows some of his Hot Wheels he finds out in the wild, some of his
Nice.
sports cards, um, and some of the different collectibles. Chance is a great guy. If y'all not so doing cards and collectibles in the house, how you doing, man? Welcome. Glad to have you here. Thanks for all the wonderful support as well. I appreciate all the awesome comments and support in there. The refs are playing this hard. Let the Cowboys win tonight. Oh man, I need to turn that game on at some point tonight. I didn't. I forgot about Thursday night game tonight. I need to go check that out and see who's winning there as well. All right, man. So many awesome people here in the chat. Y'all got any questions for Danny in the chat? Let me know, and I'll run them to him, y'all. He's right here with me. So y'all get to subscribe. His channels. If you're watching this on the replay, y'all, his channel is in the description below and in the title. So we're trying. Danny, where are you at sub count right now?
Gosh, I don't know.
Trying to get him to 1K. I think it's like 600, 700.
I was at like 620, I think.
Yeah, let's try to get him up. Try to get him to 1K, man. That'd be super pumped for Dane, man. I'm trying to help grow. He should be way, way above that. He put some great content out. Let's see here.
I'm at 639, looks like.
639. Let's go, man. Let's give him 650 tonight, y'all. And also, since we're trying to get Sensei Domino, I heard some shout outs for him, trying to get him to grow. He's about at a milestone as well, y'all. So let's help him get there. Y'all, I know a lot of y'all probably already subscribed to Tony. Tony's got a great channel. Great. He's a great vintage collector and great collector as well. He joined me on the channel a few weeks ago, and we got him to rip packs, which that's pretty rare for Sensei to come on the channel rip packs. So I was excited. He's mostly does TTM and collects a lot of vintage cards, and I was super pumped about having him on there. Been flipping between that and the NBA games. Oh yeah, I know the Hawks are playing tonight. I need to go check that. They're playing San Antonio and Wemby tonight, so I want to check that out. See how he's doing. Oh yeah, good night, Maine. Thanks for stopping by, man. Y'all tune in to Maine Sunday night after COG Sports Cards. They'll be going live Sunday, and Sith will be live Saturday night for Spine Ticks. We got Aloha Friday with sports cards and things on Friday night. And thank you, National Parks Princess, for stopping by as well. Appreciate y'all stopping by as well, man. I appreciate it. We're gonna probably wrap this up in a few minutes. And Danny, I'm gonna tell you this. We'll wrap it up here. You want to share what you got upcoming in the channel, and I'm gonna turn it over to you, and we'll kind of wrap things up.
Sure.
All right, you go.
So for those that have kind of joined late, we've got a project that we're starting on the channel. It's actually going to start tomorrow. It's called a 5-pack hijack. It's a hijack series where I selected 12 channels, sent them some packs to rip. They filmed it, they're sending me the footage back, and then they're filming the video as if they are me. So the videos will be released on my channel, but it'll be somebody else. And so I got that starting tomorrow. Cristobar is another big channel, another 4,000 sub channel that he's actually going to start it off tomorrow. And then I'm sorry, I'm reading that chat. I'll answer that in just a
Yeah, I
moment. But
saw. Sorry, Seth, I missed that question. I apologize. Just saw that.
yeah,
Yeah.
no worries on that. But yeah, so we've got that starting. Zach's going to be in it. There's going to be a lot of other great channels that are going to be involved in that. And what we'll do is release a video every couple days. So every odd day, roughly. So the first, third, fifth, seventh, that sort of thing. You'll see a video released on my channel, but it's going to be shot by somebody else. So we're going to see how that plays out. And then on Christmas Day, all of these channels are going to be ripping holiday packs. And then on Christmas Day, what I hope to do is take all that footage of them ripping the holiday packs within their videos, and then I'm going to do a montage video that will release Christmas Day as a big Merry Christmas. And then going to Spine Tick's question, into hunting and from Louisiana, does he enjoy Duck Dynasty? Absolutely. The Duck Dynasty guys are, Christian dudes that like to hunt and fish, and that's me. I'm a Christian dude, likes to hunt and fish. They were from Monroe, Louisiana. I was actually from Alexandria area, so they're a little north of where I grew up. So there's a lot of similarities between me and those guys. I'm a little younger than them, but we were kind of cut from the same cloth, if you will. So it was a big hoot. I don't have a beard. I got a little soul patch. So that's about all I can pull off. But
Isn't
I
that what
keep
has the
up
gray
with.
one? No, the white one. It sits in the chair all the time. Okay,
Yeah, I
I
love
love that show.
Willie and Jace and Jep, and
Yeah,
I love watching those guys. Love seeing those Christian families. It's big to me. I don't talk about my faith enough, but it's strong, and one day I'll try to incorporate it in my channel a little more.
it's awesome.
But yeah, I love Duck Dynasty. Love that group.
Yeah, that's all. I love that show too. And one of my favorite episodes is when they had Hacksaw Jim Duggan on there. They
Yeah.
set up a wrestling rink, and they had
Yep.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan was one of my favorite wrestlers. He had that big lumber. He come out and go USA.
Yeah.
That's one of my
Absolutely.
I love that episode.
I keep up with him on Facebook, and he still travels and signs and goes to different things. So yeah, he's pretty awesome.
Yeah, he's one of my favorite wrestlers as a kid. Him and Hulk Hogan were my favorites. Say your prayers, take your vitamins, and big fan of Hulk Hogan.
Exercise, yeah.
That was one of my favorites growing up as a kid. Awesome. Random Rip, say chance. Yeah. Random Rip says he loved Duck Dynasty as well. Used to talk to Mountain Man now and then on his podcast. There you go.
Oh, nice.
My favorite was when they tried to use a vacuum cleaner to get the bees on me. Yeah, I remember that episode.
Yeah, that was great. Yeah, and then Phil got him.
Yeah, I remember Phil went in his yard. He would have gators in their front yard, hiding under cars and all this crazy stuff in the yard. I was like, I couldn't imagine having that. I mean, we don't have alligator. Well, occasionally you'll find an alligator where somebody in South Georgia brought one up here to North Georgia, but you'll only see them in South Georgia. So we don't have them up here, but you go down to the Okefenokee swamp down in South Georgia, they're everywhere. But down here, you don't see them unless somebody from South Georgia brought one up because the cold. They just don't like the cold up here.
I mean, I remember as a kid fishing in ponds and things and being on gator watch, right? I mean, you had to watch because even though we were in central Louisiana, there was the occasional sighting, and I never saw one, but it was always, watch for gators, you know what I mean? Water moccasins and gators, we were always on the lookout for.
Oh, we better have those. Yeah, we have those, and we have rattlers up here, and don't want to mess with them. Random says they're coming their way up north. Oh gosh, let's hope not. I have a pond. I don't want any in my pond. It's crazy that Phil was playing with Terry Bradshaw in college. I thought that was pretty cool too. I mean, I remember him having the episode where he talks about playing with Terry Bradshaw. I thought that was totally cool. Terry Bradshaw, I'm an absolute legend. I mean, a lot of y'all think of him as a Fox analyst, but he was one of the great Pittsburgh Steelers quarterbacks all time.
Yeah. Louisiana Tech, yep.
That's all right. Hacksaw lives in South Carolina. Yeah, I have a coworker of mine who is related to Hacksaw Jim Duggan, and I've been trying to get her to see if she'd get me an autograph. She's like distant cousin or something like that to him. And so, shout out to Firebox Brave Keith in the house coming to us from Canada. Shout out to Keith, man. He dropped a great video this week. You need to go check it out. We got rattlesnakes and bears in New Jersey. Wow. I lived in Cleveland, Ohio one summer, and I don't think they had rattlesnakes. I think they may have had bears, but I never saw a single snake up there. And down here in Georgia, we see tons of them everywhere. Tom around in middle Georgia, y'all got a lot of snakes down there for sure. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's awesome. Well, Dane, thanks for coming on tonight. I really appreciate it. We'll wrap this up tonight. I know you got a lot of other things to do. You got to get to work tomorrow morning, and got to pay them telephone bills and get everything taken care of. And I really appreciate you stopping by tonight, y'all. If you're not subscribed to Danny's channel, subscribe to him in the link below. Let's get on to 1K, y'all. Watch the channel hijack series, man. You're gonna see somebody you might know on there, and Julie Farnham's gonna be on there. Some great channels. And I'm super pumped about tuning into that as we get in, especially in December, the holiday season. That's pretty awesome, man. I'm excited about doing that. I'm excited about to see how different people do it, because I just did it my way, how I did my video. I taped it this weekend. I think what did I do it Friday night, and I've been editing it this weekend, and so I kind of did it a way. Well, I kind of did it a certain way of how I did it, and I hope Danny's okay with how I did it. But it was all Clay Danny, no bad language. But I had some wrestlers. I had some action. I had some action figures of my 12-year-old childhood involved in taking over the channel. So you stay tuned to that.
Yes, sir. Hey, thank you for having me, man. Thank you for being a part of that. I look forward to seeing what you come up with. And I hope everybody watches it. I hope I get 1,000 views on it.
Man, I hope you do too, man. I'm gonna share it out and really appreciate it. So y'all join them, sub them up, and let's get them. Thank y'all for watching, y'all. I really appreciate y'all. Hit that thumbs up and comment below. And wow, we're gonna end the stream before midnight tonight. This is gonna be an incredible night. I'm so excited. I finally get to sleep. And like sometimes on Friday mornings when I go to work, Danny, I look like I'm dead man walking, because we'll do these streams, and I have a hard time after we do these live streams of not getting. I get pumped doing these live streams. That's why I've been a guest on Spine Ticks before, and he's out in California, and they'll go 11 p.m. to like 3 or 4 in the morning, and I cannot go to sleep the entire night when he goes live, because there's something I get pumped about being on these live streams. I have such a fun time doing them, y'all. I don't know why. I enjoy doing them. So Danny's first time did awesome tonight.
Yeah,
and hope to have him back sometime in the future, Danny, and we'll get talking. Maybe we'll have some other guests on here. Maybe we'll do an outdoors video or something. Maybe I'll have you on Zach the Gardener and Farmer.
There you go.
Zach has a Sprite. That's right. Well, tonight I'm drinking water, but you better believe Saturday I'm getting me a 12-pack of Sprite to tailgate before my Georgia Bulldogs play, because I love my Sprite and my Zaxby's chicken, and I'm looking forward to that, watching the game on Saturday. All right, Danny, thank you. Hang on here, Danny, after we get done. Thank y'all all for watching, y'all. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment below. Subscribe, Danny. Y'all have a great night. Go Dogs. Woo, let's go, baby. Sorry, Roll Tideman, but go Dogs. And y'all have a great one. Zach, Danny, out.